Patrice Show. All right, cinephiliacs, back at it again. Man, do we have a treat, or should I say, do I have a treat for you today? And it goes a little something like. All right, so that was kind of my impression of the Joker, but yeah. So I watched it. I think when it came out, what was it on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it was. Well, let's just get right into it. I had to watch it again, so I just finished watching it a second time just to make sure, you know, it is what I thought it was, or is, or it could be. So, starting with segment sober or hungover. So, I recommend watching this movie sober, not hungover. However, the first time I was so amped, so juiced because at the theaters they had Jack and Coke slushies. So started packing those things down, and the Joker was kind of a blur. Now I remember it, but I wanted to see it again, so I watched it again. Well, I just finished watching it, and yeah, it was definitely watch it sober, not hungover. But yeah, it's well. Let's just start off. The movie right now on IMDb, we're at 9.1 out of 10. Tomato meter 77%, and obviously this movie was made 2019 or at least released. It's 122 minutes. Crime, thriller, drama. That's what it falls under. And yes, it is rated R. So if you're planning on taking the squeamish, the youngsters, the mentally ill, the crazies, I suggest not. Okay, or whatever, just throw them on there. Anyways, so basically a little synopsis of it. It's a movie. I'm just gonna go off of it. It says during the 1980s, a failed stand-up comedian is driven insane and turns to a life of. Dang it! Did that just happen right now? Okay, turns to a life of crime and chaos in Gotham City while becoming an infamous psychopathic crime figure. Okay, so if you don't know anything about this movie, it's not a superhero movie. It's not even really a supervillain movie. You know, even though Joker is a supervillain, if you will, you know, arch nemesis of Batman, and probably, arguably, the best villain in all of comic book history, without a doubt. And I'm a big comic book avid reader as well as collector. So that's for another day. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. So it's kind of basically really you take the Joker out of this, and it's just I mean, you could easily take the Joker out of this, and it's just a crazy, you know, kind of just bizarre movie. But yeah, it does have the elements of the Joker, and then there's some really good Easter eggs in there for comic book fans. Okay, I'm not gonna reveal that, but I will tell you, people die. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, just kind of going through a little bit of this. $55 million budget. Stars Joaquin Phoenix and Robert De Niro. I just have to say, Joaquin, I'm a big fan of Joaquin Phoenix. Super talented in this movie. Transcends the scene, and yeah, I can't say enough about his performance. I know a lot of people are actually um, like the Academy, they're kind of being, I think, judgmental about this movie. They haven't even seen it, obviously because, um, they're already talking about the uber violence and the how it can affect people and cause the wrong people to do certain things, and it's getting a bad rap, which Joaquin Phoenix does not deserve. With so much heart and soul that he put into this, he deserves a lot of credit. And honestly, I think he should get the Academy Award, the Oscar for this. However, going through a lot of different people in the Oscar branch, a lot of people, it's like 50-50 that want to actually even give Joaquin, Best Actor nomination. So I think that'd be a travesty if they did that to this film. And I know a lot of people in the Oscar branch that that elect these movies they don't even want to watch the movie. They don't even want to even give it a chance. So that's very sad to even hear that. But it already won the Golden Lion Award, so it's kind of hard it's hard pressed to just kind of even not give it its due, to at least watch the movie. And then the critics had just blasted this movie for you know not good, just straight out. I mean, they've been harsh. I mean, talking about just all kinds of stuff, but not good reviews, at least from the critics. But however, from the fans, the regular people out there who did watch this movie, all loving this movie. I mean, like right now, Google users at 94%. Um, you know, IMDb at 9 out of 10. I mean, it's critics are loving it. But yeah, so I don't really want to say too much about the movie as far as what goes on. I mean, I guess you can say it is about a man who just gets kicked around, beaten down, and of course he happens to be, uh, he has severe mental issues, and I think a lot of people don't want to give this a chance or don't want to see it because they realize it's too realistic, it's too real, it's too much of what we're going through right now with mental illnesses and violence and guns and murder and things like that are going on in the real world, and a lot of people don't want to face that. They definitely don't want to see that on TV, so, or in the movies. So, and a lot of this movie does have, you know, has it deals with a lot of these things, you know, and of course it does have elements of, Taxi Driver. The definitely has feels of Martin Scorsese and the feel of it. But I gotta say, there's a lot of the score is on top. It's the score itself is what drives this movie. That it really entices you, it envelops you in, and believe it or not, well, no, I'm not even going to mention that, but the score definitely should win. I think an Oscar for that. I already said Best Actor should go to Joaquin. Um, even I wouldn't even be surprised Best Picture. I mean, it's to me, it it was really that good. Getting kind of ahead of myself here, but it's uh, it's one of those movies that you watch it and it really makes you think about it. Like it, it really makes you think about a lot of what's going on today, a lot of the issues, and it's it's powerful. It's powerful. It's powerful. Visuals, like I said, soundtrack, score, all of that's very, very powerful, very provocative. So, and it leaves you. Uh, I'm still trying to come to grips with everything from the movie. Just I'm still trying to, you know, get everything all in. But it definitely it gets you even, still days after thinking about the movie and it really makes you think about being, if anything, being kinder to maybe that person that doesn't, whether it be a stranger, or, homeless person, or mentally ill person, or loner, loser like person, or somebody that people judge. This movie really makes you think, maybe do some random act of kindness, have some empathy, have some sympathy, and not just walk over these people and push them down and bully or be mean to these people, and and not, and just anybody in general. Just be a good person. I think that's what actually you could really get out of the message of this movie. But yeah, so uh, I guess just to wrap it up here, it was really a good movie. I did read a lot of reviews too from the viewers out there, and I mean, on on IMDb, definitely pretty much rave reviews from the the people who did see it out there. So if you haven't seen it, I recommend you go watch it immediately. And yeah, just have an open mind, and um, yeah, so definitely good movie. All right.